welcome to the second part of divisibility of 9, and in this particular video we'll apply the divisibility of 9 on divisions. So before starting this video, let me clear one thing over here, that there is no role of decimals in calculating single digit equivalent. So to understand this, let us consider the fraction, that is 1 by 2. So here numerator might be any 2-digit, 3-digit or 4-digit number whose digit adds up to 1. So for example, the number might be 10 or 19 or 28 or 1000, so on. Whatever may be the length, we have just calculated single digit of such a number. Now same goes for denominator. Denominator is any number whose digit adds up to 2. So for example, the denominator might be 20 or 29 or 38 and so on. So in order to calculate the equivalent single digit of such a fraction, there are two methods. So firstly, you just divide 1 by 2. So we'll get 0.5 as the answer. Now just add these two digits ignoring the decimal. So 0 plus 5 will get positive 5. Now this was the first way. In the second method, you can just multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. So why I have done this step? So here I am trying to make the denominator such a number whose digit adds up to 1. So you calculate this. We get 1 into 5, 5, 2 into 5, 10. So 5 upon 10 on further calculating its single digit, we get 1 plus 0, 1. So 5 by 1 will give positive 5. So by both method we get single digit equivalent as 5 for the fraction 1 by 2. Now the second fraction of such a category is 1 by 4. So here numerator might be any digit ranging from 0 to 9. So but for the sake of understanding, I am assuming it to be 1. So if you encounter such fraction, there are two ways. You just calculate the decimal value of this fraction, which is 0.25. On further calculating, we get 0 plus 2 plus 5 as 7. Now the second method, just multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. So we get 1 into 7 as 7, 4 into 7 as 28. So 7 upon 2 plus 8 will give 10. On 10, on further simplification, will give 1 plus 0 as 1. So 7 by 1 will give 7. Now the third fraction of such a category is 1 by 5. So for calculating its single digit equivalent, you just calculate this fraction value, which is 0.2. So 0 plus 2 will get 2, and in the second method you multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So 1 into 2 will get 2, and 5 into 2, 10. So 2 by 1 will get positive 2. Now the fourth fraction of this category is 1 by 7. So it is quite difficult to calculate the fraction value of 1 by 7. So for this you can adopt the second method over here. So for this you multiply the numerator and denominator by 4. So 1 into 4 will get 4, and 7 into 4 we get 28. So 4 upon 2 plus 8, 10, and 4 upon 1 plus 0 will get 1. So 4 by 1 will get single digit conversion as 4 for the fraction 1 by 7. Now the last fraction of this category is 1 by 8. So either you calculate decimal value of 1 by 8, or you just multiply the numerator and denominator by 8. So 1 into 8 will give 8, and 8 into 8 will give 64. So 8 upon 6 plus 4, 10, and 10 on further simplification will give 1. So 8 by 1 will give 8. So to summarize this category of division, we can assume that there is a numerator x which might be any 2-digit, 3-digit or 4-digit number and on further we have calculated its single digit equivalent. So when such a digit is divided by 2, which is also a single digit equivalent, so in that case, to calculate the single digit equivalent of such fractions, you just multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. This was the first observation. In the second observation, keeping the numerator as same, and if the denominator is 4, then in that case multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. Third observation, if the denominator is 5, which is a single digit conversion, then multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. Fourth observation, numerator is same and the denominator is a single digit conversion which adds up to 7. So in that case, multiply numerator and denominator by 4. And last observation, when denominator is 8, then multiply the numerator and denominator by 8 itself. So apart from this category, there are some exceptions in divisions. So we'll study the exceptions one by one. So our first exception is when any single digit is divided by 3. So apart from a multiple of 3, if it is 3 or 9, we can easily cancel it out. So apart from 3 and 9, if any single digit is divided by 3, we get a recurring number. So in this case, our numerator is 1. So it might be any number between 0 to 9. So we get the fraction value of 1 by 3 as 0.3333. So as we can see over here, it is a recurring number and it is undefined. So we cannot calculate the single digit equivalent of such a fraction. So this was our first exception. The second exception is when any single digit is divided by 6. So for sake of understanding, I am assuming the numerator as 1. Numerator single digit as 1. So in such a case, we get the value as 0.16666. So it is also one of the recurring number. So we cannot calculate the single digit equivalent of such a fraction. Now our third exception is 9. So if we calculate such fraction, we get 0.1111 as the answer. So it is also a recurring number and it is undefined. So we cannot calculate the single digit conversion of such a fractions or such a number where denominator is divided by 9. So here we can summarize this as if the denominator of any fraction is 3, 6 or 9, in such a case it is very difficult or it's impossible to calculate single digit equivalent. Now to understand it thoroughly, we'll see some applications or we will see some examples for it. So consider our first example, that is 2975 by 20 minus 230 by 40, and it gives the result as 143. So we can easily calculate it by dividing this number by 20, then dividing this number by 40 and just subtracting this two, will get this option. But it is quite time consuming. So to avoid such complication or time consumption, we can apply divisibility of 9 over here. So what we can do to reach our answer, you just convert this number into its single digit equivalent form. So for this, as I have mentioned earlier, you can rule out the digits which add up to 9. So 9 gets cancelled out, 2 plus 7, 9 gets cancelled out, and we can write it as 0 and this 5 as it is. And further on, 2 plus 0 will give positive 2. So we get the fraction as 5 by 2. So as I have summarized previously, if the denominator is 2, you just multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. So 5 into 5 will give 25 and 2 into 5 will give 10. So 2 plus 5 will get 7 and 1 plus 0 will get 1. So the single digit conversion of this fraction is 7. Now similarly calculate for this numbers, that is 230 by 40. So the single digit of 230 is 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 0 5, and for denominator 4 plus 0 4. So when we encounter the denominator as 4, just multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. So 7 4s are 28, which is further calculated as 2 plus 8 10 and 1 plus 0 1. So about the numerator, 5 into 7 35, 3 plus 5 8. So 8 by 1 will get the single digit conversion as 8 for this number. So if we calculate the equivalent single digit conversion, we get 7 minus 8 as minus 1 for this entire equation. Now we'll check for the answer part. So for the answer part, just add all the digits. So 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 3 8. But as you can see over here, the LHS is not equals to RHS. So here the remainder theorem comes into picture, and we'll study the remainder theorem in complete detail in a separate video. So but for time's sake, you just apply remainder theorem over here. When any number or equation is divided by a divisor, here the divisor is 9. And if we get a negative remainder, and in order to convert this remainder into a equivalent positive remainder, you just subtract this value from the divisor. So 9 minus 1 will get 8, and this 8. So now our LHS is equals to RHS. In this way, by converting it into its single digit form, we can just mark up our option answer whose single digit conversion is positive 8. So this was the basic application of divisibility of 9, and I hope you understand it properly. Now we'll see one more example. So consider this second example, that is 375 by 19 plus 240 by 13, and it gives the result as 9435 by 247. Now similarly you can reduce this into its single digit equivalent form. So 375 by 19. So for this you just add up all the digits. So 3 plus 7 10, 10 plus 5 15, and you can rule out the digit which adds up to 9. So 9 we can cancel out and write it as 0, and 1 plus 0 will give 1, and further on 15, 1 plus 5 will give 6, and this one as it is. So 6 by 1 will get 6 as the single digit conversion of this fraction. Now similarly we can calculate the single digit conversion of this second fraction. So plus 240 by 13. So just add all the digits. So 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 0 6, and 1 plus 3 will give 4. So as I have mentioned earlier, if the denominator is 4, you just multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. So 6 sevens are 42 and 4 sevens are 28. Further on simplification, 4 plus 2 will give 6, and 2 plus 8 10. So 6 upon 1 plus 0 will give 1. So 6 by 1 will get 6 as the single digit conversion of this number. So we'll get 6 over here. Now just add this two digits. So 6 plus 6 will give 12, and 1 plus 2 will get 3 as the single digit conversion of this entire equation. Now you just check the answer part whose single digit conversion is 3. So for this you can just rule out the digit which adds up to 9. So 9 we can cancel it out. 4 plus 5 9, we can cancel it out, and this 3. So numerator is 3 and denominator is 7 plus 2, 9. So 0 and this 4. So 4 plus 0 will get 4 as the single digit equivalent for this denominator. So when denominator is 4, just multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. So 7 4s are 28 and 3 7s are 21. So 28 we can write it as 1 and 2 plus 1 3. So 3 plus 1 will get 3. So we have verified that our LHS is equals to RHS. So this was the basic application of divisibility of 9 in division in such a fractions where it is difficult to calculate the decimal values and to find the answer. So now we'll apply such concept when we'll study the individual topics. So up to now, thank you and enjoy the video.